Everyone thinks that I have it all, but it's so empty, living behind these castle walls. These castle walls. If I should tumble, if I should fall, would anyone hear me screaming behind these castle walls? There's no one here at all, behind these castle walls.
I can't sleep, daddy's at it again. He's been fighting with my mother, man, I've had it with them. I'm mad at the core, cause this has happened before. I'm tired of all this bullshit that I've had to endure. Full to the top with all this anger that I've managed to store. And so I grab a kitchen knife as if I'm strapping for war. I'm watching all the drama through the crack in the door. Now it's too bad to ignore. Daddy grabs her and he slaps her and he smacks her some more. Fuck, I'm really wishing they just have a divorce, because I'm sick of watching daddy straight attacking with force. He pulls a pretty pistol right up out of the drawer, shoots her once and then again because he had to be sure. Now I'm manically depressed cause daddy had to leave a mess. I'm too sad to be upset and now my sanity's a wreck. I feel the panic in my chest and so I burst up in the room and now I'm stabbing him to death.
Everyone thinks that I have it all, but it's so empty, living behind these castle walls. These castle walls. If I should tumble, if I should fall, would anyone hear me screaming behind these castle walls? There's no one here at all, behind these castle walls.
Getting legal help depends on whether it was self-defense, and luckily for me it was, and so I never felt the bench. It's like a coin was tossed in air, it landed and they called it fair. They threw me up in foster care and damn, I really lost it there. The other boys were violent types, at night they'd pick their silent fights. Living in such a defiant life while regular kids were flying kites. My life's starting to go in a rise in price, I'm honestly looking for nice advice. I fall on the floor and I cry at night just thinking about what this life is like. There's 15 kids, we're stuck in 3 rooms. All my foster siblings think they're tough and seek doom. They puff and eat shrooms, they're filling their syringes, yet they fucking heat spoons. They battle with addictions, I get tackled with this friction. In this castle I'm constricted, this is twisted, I'm conflicted. See, I'm baffled cause I'm gifted, but since daddy's crucifixion I can't help it, I'm just wishing that my past could have been fiction. I met a girl, Michelle, up in the school they got me going to. She's a classy chick and only does what she's supposed to do. She really doesn't speak to anyone until she's spoken to, and she's met all my brothers so she knows what I've been going through. I can tell her anything, she shows me that she's caring, so I tell her about my past, I tell her about my parents. She tells me not to worry and she says that this was years ago, but keep it to yourself because this isn't for your peers to know. Her friendship and support for me is getting all my tears to flow. She sees another side in which I've never volunteered to show. The thought of that is killing me, encouraging my fears to grow. Meanwhile I'm stuck up in this house until they say I'm cleared to go.
Everyone thinks that I have it all, but it's so empty, living behind these castle walls. These castle walls, these castle walls. If I should tumble, if I should fall, would anyone hear me screaming behind these castle walls? There's no one here at all, behind these castle walls. Nobody knows I'm all alone, living in this castle made of stone. They say that money is freedom, but I feel trapped inside it all. And when I sit so high up on the throne, I wonder how I can feel this flow. On top of the world is beautiful, but there's no place to fall.
They put me in that foster home, though I was better off alone. 7 years had passed and then at last they let me walk the road, free from all the beatings that my foster brothers gave. Needed closure, I put flowers right up on my mother's grave. I met up with Michelle, we had a kid and bought a house. Said if we ran into problems that we try to sort them out. Lately she's been distant, always busy with her own shit, stressing, second guessing, and now both of us are hopeless. I wake up from a dream to the sounds of a blown kiss and hear her say I love you to the guy she's on the phone with. I never chose this, I can feel my soul split. I'm sitting in my bedroom, but somehow I'm feeling homesick. We started off together, both with practically nothing, and pretty soon we became everything my family wasn't. It's sad to see something like this madness erupting, but now I'm mentally prepared for all the tragedy coming. I think about her club and putting on that flirty face, and then I think about the sink that's piling up with dirty plates. I reach into my desk and I pull out a 38. I aim it, then I tell her meet me at the pearly gates. I'm losing it, but I'm not keeping track of the score, and so I'm choosing dissolution cause I'm lacking a cure. I stop and I remember this has happened before, and then I turn and see my son between the crack in the door. I catch another breath, I'm gasping, I'm a mess. His eyes up on my face is like a dagger in my chest. I stumble back into the desk and I'm collapsing from the stress. I can't help but think about the passion I suppressed when I walked into daddy's room and started stabbing him to death. Now I know what goes around truly does come back around. It's crazy how my father's ghost could put his fucking castle down.